Unidentified vessel. Please submit your clearance codes. I can bring you in warm. Or I can bring you in cold.
This is Justin.
The Force will be with you.
This is Josh.
This is Kyle.
This is Maggie.
And we are the Outer Rim Beacon.
Hey everybody, welcome to Orb Force 99. Welcome all three of you, the three amigos there watching us on YouTube. Tonight, Justin is being a jerk and he is in Batu right now. So you are stuck with me doing, big time. You're stuck with me doing this very awkward intro. I am Josh and I don't have anything witty to say, so I will pass it to
Everything you say is witty.
That's I know. This is Kyle, and I liked your intro, Josh. I was happy with it, and now because you did that, I also didn't have to have anything prepared. I can just comment on it like that. See,
I was just trying to set you up. We're kind of like a dream team, you and I.
It worked out so good for both of us.
What am I? Chop lumber? Not
no,
dream team.
You're the face. You're here. See, you said that you're here to be the pretty face. That's what you told us.
I am the face of Orb. I am Maggie, and the only thing I have to say is, are we sure that was a TV show for PG children's?
No, I'm not letting my elementary school kids watch them if I had them.
I would.
You would?
Get a real.
You gotta toughen them up.
Of Star Wars life.
This is the real world, kids.
This is what war is like.
Yeah.
The horrors of war. You know, I guess the kids gotta learn someday, huh? Why not now?
This is what it's like when you don't follow orders. That's the lesson, apparently.
You get shot in the chest.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, there was a lot going on there.
We don't even know his name, do we?
No.
Recruit number 2, I believe.
Yeah. Pour one out for I know they're
for a guy who was a
numbers.
jerk on the transport.
Yeah. Mouthy Stormtrooper number 1.
Oh, we got Tiernan in the house. Look at that.
Tiernan.
The question is she wearing
Tiernan.
Nope, that's Tab.
Oh, that's Tabitha. Oh, sorry. I got the wrong T person.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Tab.
Oops.
Fast Bobby.
Sorry about that.
Bobby's.
We got a fast Bobby in the house too. Nice.
His kids have seen some shit.
His kids loved it. They've been through the ringer already, apparently. You know what we should talk about before we get to see? It didn't have her picture. That was part of it too. It's just a T. There was some celebration news.
There was some big celebration.
Oh my gosh! I totally forgot about the celebration news. Honestly,
the internet was all a Twitter about the celebration news.
Is that a pun?
I guess, yeah. It's a little bit of a twofer.
Yeah.
But we're 90 days. It got moved up, something like that.
Yeah, it like 54 weeks. We went from 66 weeks to 54 weeks. Celebration has been moved to Memorial Day weekend next year.
Boom. And
I actually kind of freaked out a little bit because I was like, "Oh no, I have a wedding that I have to go to that month. That I'm very happy to go to if they're watching. I am too. Very close friends of mine. And also just like, less time to lose weight, less time to save up. But I'm less time for COVID to go away. Just
I already got a hotel. I don't have tickets though, but I got a hotel and I'm staying right at the convention center.
There's lots of prep work to do, so just knock things off the list. Hotel, it's up there, it's high.
Me and the Hyatt, come hang out.
That open invitation to anybody who ever watches this video between now and 54 weeks from now, you can go hang out in Maggie's room.
Yeah, my parents will be there. They're pretty chill.
Oh wow! And I can't believe we're going to be just a year away.
Seems
like just yesterday. We were never going to see it.
Time is flying by so fast. Although apparently the weather is going to be better.
California in
May is better than California in August.
I thought the weather was always nice there, but better is good than not better, right?
Yeah.
So
Maggie, I will. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, I'm just going
Yes,
to say I was
absolutely.
pumped because I want to go. I wanted to go like 6 months ago. I'm ready. So the sooner, agreed. She seems very cool. So the sooner it can come, the better for me. I'm ready. I'll save up. I'll do whatever I got to do. I'll sell some plasma, get some extra dollars in the bank account. It's cool. I'm ready. I'm glad. I'm glad it's earlier.
Yeah, and Maggie, I just as someone who decided after tickets were sold out to go before and then was able to get tickets through Light, I think
That's what
you
I'm
will.
hopeful for. Plus, it
Yeah,
seemed like a lot of people aren't going now. Like
yeah.
they're like, unfortunately, people who are in Australia are most likely not going to be able to go now, and a lot of them already
Hmm.
have their tickets. A lot of people can't do stuff because, like you said, weddings, Memorial Day. So,
Fast Bobby. In fact, Justin did get to go to Batu. Good news. He bought some stuff. I won't spoil it. I'll let him talk about it when he comes back. But
so
Justin
much
did get
cool
to
stuff.
go. We'll have him post some pictures when he gets back in town. He's still in Florida right now. But yes, he did get to go. Thankfully.
I
He
will
bought
say,
me nothing, but
yeah,
it's okay.
same.
I'm not mad about it.
I'm very mad. Supposedly, the stuff that we wanted, he couldn't find. Although he didn't. He didn't see the.
Allegedly, he found
Yeah,
all his stuff.
and
Oh,
he saw
Interesting.
The Thrawn wooden doll thing, and didn't think, oh, Josh
oh, I
probably wants
assumed
that.
that was for me. Was that not for me in that picture? I thought that
Oh,
was my
did you
gift.
ask for one of those?
No, but I just thought he saw it and thought of me. I don't know.
Mm.
I did on a bus at the moment.
He's on a bus. He made it. He got in. He's not on a bus to Batu though. They're closing at 9.
He's got some time. Leaving
Um,
early, amateur move.
Disney doesn't
Are
really
you a real
move that
fan?
fast. He had some work to do, so
Okay.
it's technically a biz trip. But that's like the only news I really heard about this week. But it was big celebration. Can't wait.
I
I'm
did
going.
scour for some more news, and I didn't find anything except people thinking that Rey's going to be in The Mandalorian.
Why wouldn't she be?
Yeah. Well, apparently there's a rumor that that Daisy Ridley is coming back to Star Wars, and then people are saying, oh, maybe it's going to be in Mandalorian season 3, which would require a huge time jump. Which we're going to do a time jump to have Rey in, but then say that it took Bo-Katan 22 years or whatever to get back to Mandalore? No, I don't think so. So
Also, I feel like,
Yeah, it's not for me. I don't think
I
that's
mean,
it. I
how
love
old
Daisy
would
Ridley though.
I mean, how old would Din be?
well, he wears a helmet.
Yeah, it
So-
doesn't
Yeah, but
matter.
he's gonna be like
he's ageless.
geriatric at that point.
Lauren
You know,
Romo's going. Happy to hear it.
Star Wars.
see you there.
I remember those novels where Han's running around doing stuff, and I'm like, how? Oh, he's got to be like 70. Like he's still doing
Yeah, but
everything
at
like he
least
would
he
in the
has
movie.
the Force, whereas
Put it
Din's just
on-
a
No,
random.
Han.
The wedding
Done.
registry. Put it on. I'm having a totally different conversation than you guys. It's okay though.
Yeah,
Put it
why
on the wedding
isn't that
registry.
on the
Just
wedding
get it.
registry?
Well, I don't
Just get one.
Wait, why does Tad
Wedding
not
is-
have tickets?
because
Because Josh is selfish and inconsiderate.
no.
Josh, I'm gonna have to like drive to Ohio tonight and just be like, get her
There
a
was
ticket.
there was a money, it was expensive, and she's like, no, you go. Your Star Wars podcast is becoming a thing, and no, it was actually a really, really cool thing of her that she was totally
Okay.
fine with me going, and I actually felt bad about it, and I said we can figure out a way for you to go, but she is going. We're gonna figure out a way for her to go now, even if we have to take Maggie's tickets.
Yeah. Well,
So-
we'll all just take turns sneaking out, handing off a ticket, sneaking in.
Oh,
Everybody will
yeah.
be in.
She had plans already. I don't
Oh,
wanna hear it.
okay.
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 Podcaster party. Bring
Oh.
your microphone, everybody. It'll be fun. Stop fighting with me.
I can't wait to finally meet several people, internet friends in person, including one of our co-hosts, who we've never met in person.
Yeah.
So
I know it's gonna be
Very-
like overwhelming. Like I have to say, like the shift in dates definitely got me even more excited for Celebration. Less excited about money, but
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Well,
to rectify that right now.
I want to meet everybody too, and I hope you can meet me in the lines I'm standing in for all the stuff I want to buy, because I also have to do that. So I'll hold up like a big sign or something so you can find me. We'll bring lightsabers with the Outer Rim Beacon sign on the end.
I will
Or-
say, oh, go ahead.
I was just going. We will orchestrate a meetup once we get closer.
Yes, we'll get like one
At
of those,
Maggie's
like,
room. That's what I thought. She already
Yeah,
offered
like
it up.
one of those
Yeah.
little sign things, like hold it up and it'll be like a glowing orb.
Peace.
Meatloaf says just come on out. Just fly out. You don't need a ticket. Walk up. Be
Oh,
confident. Act as if.
okay. Well, I'm good at that, so I'm just gonna go make myself fake pass. See you guys there.
Wear a suit. Hold a clipboard. Act like you belong. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Mhm.
No,
will
like
say-
I.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it was really exciting to hear too that because of that convention center holds such a huge amount of people.
It's
People have
giant.
said that past conventions that they've been to there were really no queues or anything for like the bigger panels. Everyone was just able to get into them, which was really like the main stage stuff, which was really exciting for me because that's like, you want to go out and see stuff and do stuff. You don't want to be in a queue all day.
That's where we saw the Rebels trailer that had Rex in it. It's awesome.
Oh,
That season 3 or season 2 trailer, whatever that was. Yeah, it was
So do you
huge.
agree
All the
that
actors
it's-
were there.
huge panels.
Yeah. I said the same exact thing. It's giant.
Okay.
You didn't have to do a lottery or anything. You just walked up and went in. It was
Good.
big. I mean, I don't even remember anybody sitting near Justin and I. Like, we were just in an area. It was awesome.
There you go.
It's giant.
I will say we do have to be thankful at least a little bit to queues though, because without lines we wouldn't have met.
That's true.
I mean, that was the
That's
line
true.
to get in on the first day, so that's a little bit of a different line. You're always
Yeah.
going to have that line, but
And
Good things can
thankfully,
happen.
we were all crazy enough to be there 5 hours before the doors open to wait in the line to go in to wait in another line, which we were all there for the line.
Yep.
Right at the front of it, actually.
The Q boys.
Yeah. It's got a nice little ring to it.
no, there's too much bad stuff with Q nowadays.
Oh,
Maybe the
yeah, that's a
keyboard.
different kind
Oh.
of cue.
No,
It's
You have to
different kind of
spell it
cue.
right. You just
Mm.
spell it Queue. Pretend I spelled it right.
Got your own little walkway. That's fancy. Didn't even bring stuff. You just walked right in.
I wonder
I
how many
wanna-
times I walked past them and didn't know them
Didn't
yet.
even know.
Could be many, many times.
Mandy is one of the few internet friends that I have met because I got this cool tattoo from her.
Yeah, I got
There
a
you go.
permanent souvenir.
So
Very nice. I have a question.
Yes.
I have an answer.
Did anybody watch The Bad Batch today?
I did.
Oh, I knew I forgot something.
I did.
That's true. It happened. It was just fate. It was meant to be. There was
Oh,
no
I-
avoiding it.
I love this.
She hated it, but the payoff was worth it.
Oh,
Stop talking to people.
Hey, you know what? I'm not even that much of like a talk to strangers person, but when you're sitting in one spot in a giant crowd for hours and hours and hours, you got to do something,
see,
What do you-
here's the thing about conventions: is nobody's actually a stranger.
Yeah, we're all got
They're
at least
just
one thing
somebody
in
you haven't
common.
met yet. That's the thing. That's the thing I think I've missed the most about like during quarantine is that I didn't go to my two big conventions last year of AwesomeCon and New York Comic Con, and like that
Awesome.
experience of like being in line with people and you all are excited about the same person or like the same experience, and that like shared moment is so unique to conventions, and we just lived without it for a year.
Yeah, I know. I've missed the whole like shared experience of lots. It's like a concert, it's a convention, it's all that stuff. It really sucks, but it looks like we're getting much closer to all that stuff happening.
Fingers
Yes.
crossed.
Very close. Very close.
They were handing out gear. I love free merch too. That's another good thing about Celebration. Plenty of stuff to spend your money on, but you can get some things for free too.
We love free things.
Yeah, I do. Some of my favorite things are free. So are we gonna talk any more Celebration? Is there anything else that we're looking forward to? Or are we gonna talk about Bad Batch, or what are we doing here?
I had something else to say, but it floated out of my brain. So maybe we should talk
okay.
about the
Waiting in line is kind of fun. You know, it sounds like people complain about you. We'll talk about Celebration for a little bit more, I guess. But it is kind of fun. There's cosplayers sitting around. There's people talking about any number of Star Wars things, and people handing out stickers and telling you about their podcast and their whatever, and it is fun.
And then there's, hey, I'm from Ohio. Hey, I'm from Ohio. I'm also from Ohio. Well, I live in Ohio, but I'm from Michigan. Conversations like that.
But he's back. He's back.
And I was actually really worried that I was scared to talk to people because I was afraid I was going to meet a bunch of oh, that's not my Luke people, and I actually didn't have any experiences like that.
Yeah,
it's because most of those people only do that shit online. So
this is true.
Well, they're turds too, clearly. And did you guys see, while we're talking about the online, did you guys see that this might have been a Gamergates person about the onlines? Yeah, about the socials media. The
Lucas night.
The one guy who was just like, yeah, I don't even care about her. I just kept posting all that stuff because everybody kept clicking on it and they got them all pissed off. Like, basically, I think it was maybe Brie Larson though. I just posted all that. I don't even care about her, but everybody kept clicking on it, and so I just kept saying I hated her. So
yeah, that's kind of
it.
like the whole thing with Gamergate. They don't really care. They like the rage.
They just like attention. People just love their attention.
Yeah. One more thing before we get to the episode. Today is a special day.
It is very special. It is a holy day. It is the most important day in Star Wars history.
George Lucas's day of birth.
And now let us sing happy birthday.
No, that's
praise the maker.
We literally would not be here.
Prequel action for you. And then, of course, my favorite picture of George, this one.
Stunning. He's gorgeous.
Although that is the first time I've seen him smile in several years. So,
well, yeah, think of people are so terrible, but
I'd be smiling if I was standing next to live action Ahsoka too. So
we all know how you. Oh yeah, is it just because she's Ahsoka? We all know how you feel.
Well, I would honestly, whoever was playing her, it wouldn't matter. I would still be happy, but there's other things going on. So
this is true.
Look, Omega.
Look at that sweet bean.
Yeah.
Saved
that was subtle. I don't think anybody got.
I should have. That's what I should have done. That one
every single time.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see.
Oh, look, there she is.
Well. Look whose alarm was broken.
We had a false start earlier. We thought you were here.
I know. I miscalled it. Him with all the vehicle models. Yeah, that is a good one. That's true.
Since you were late, I'm going to post everyone's favorite photo of Omega.
Slap you, John.
Oh man, that's.
All right, but they have blonde hair. Blonde hair.
Oh man.
How about the Bad Batch?
The Bad Batch. That was the show we were going to talk about today.
We got
Daredevil, the classic film with oh man, now I forgot.
No,
Ben
the
Affleck.
TV series.
The classic Ben Affleck film.
That's what you're watching.
Okay, yeah, the Bad Batch wakes up, little blonde girl sleeping on a gonk droid, right? Isn't that what we're talking about today? Is that why we're here? What are we doing?
Sad Batch.
The Sad Batch with the little girl sleeping on the gonk droid, and Wrecker wanted to steal her dinner, and no one even knows how to act around this kid. The whole place probably smells like armpits and farts. Like this poor little girl in the worst living conditions. And she loves it. That's the thing. I don't get it. She thinks it's like camp or something. The TV series. Okay. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm in the crew, right? No, I guess she's not English.
I love that she's taking her little headpiece off, and she's like, I don't have to brush my hair anymore.
Yeah, no more being Kaminoan, huh? She's out. She couldn't wait to get rid of that thing. Yeah. So they're what did they even do in this episode? They were gonna check. Tech was building that thing where he's gonna check their chips, right?
Yeah. And he totally didn't care about the fact that the ship was falling apart around them.
Yeah, he was way more concerned about his little side pet project, right?
And Echo was stressing.
He was nervous enough for the both of them, clearly. Maybe that's because he's a reg. But that made me wonder, like, if clearly they set up this thing where they're going to check the chips, do you think there is something to Wrecker having his head being in pain all day today?
Here's the thing. You blatantly see him hit his head.
He whacked it, yeah.
Whacked it good. And I felt like that was a misdirect, that it's going to be one of the others.
I didn't know,
it was
like,
too blatant. It was still like, oh, my head. I'm like, okay, chill, Wrecker. And he's also like he's very like overly dramatic about everything. So like the slightest injury,
we're gonna die.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. I think that's his whole shtick is that I don't want to say like very childlike, but he's very childlike. Like, oh yeah, I want seconds.
We're gonna die.
Oh my god, yeah, he's very innocent and very naive, and so I feel like I'm very whiny when it comes to pain. So I felt like that was right up my alley of like, oh, I hit my head slightly and now I'm going to complain about it all day. I refuse to accept that Wrecker is going to have his chip. I think it's just a misdirect. It felt like a Dave misdirect. You know how Dave is.
I'm like 50-50 on it. I couldn't tell, like, maybe we're setting it up and they're going to find his chip because Tech made the little machine. So they're going to find it and they're going to neutralize it. And then they're going to have the ability to do that if they come across other clones or whatever. Or was it like, I bumped his head and I'm making this gag about, well, we already know the chips and we talked about the chips, but really I'm just making a bedroom for the little girl that doesn't have a bedroom. I don't know. I can't decide. I'm 50-50 on it.
I know. I just don't want it to be a thing.
I think it's that. I think it's a misdirection and it's just a reason for him to not be on the mission.
The old red herring. Yeah. You know, they had to have Hunter and Omega together because that's clearly the bread and butter of this show, right? Is the dad vibes with
Daddy
Hunter and
daughter.
Omega. Yeah. Yep. I liked those little breather things too. It reminded me of Empire when they are in the
sentient.
Snake. Yeah. Oh yeah. That was like, ooh, what's tickling my throat?
Oh, there's butterflies in me.
Yeah. When they're hunting Minok. Yeah, that's what that made me think of. I thought that was cool.
I agree.
Misdirection. Yeah, we're all hoping. Nobody wants anything to happen to Uncle Wrecker.
Look at my username. It's Wrecker's Girl.
Wrecker's Girl. Maggie's like switch. She's got a different flavor of the week every week, guys. You gotta watch out for her.
Don't be alarmed. My current and only flavor is Zemo, but that's from a different franchise. So today it's Wrecker.
Oh, I thought it was what's his name? The like literal devil in the Shadow and Bones show.
He's not the literal devil. He's
close.
A sweet boy who has had so much prejudice and he's become a monster. Do not get me on Shadow and Bone.
Oh, okay. He's just an immortal bringer of darkness. That's all.
Yes, and he became evil because people were killing his people. They were treating Nagrisha badly. This is now a Shadow and Bone podcast.
You're about to be in your. Oh man, what's a slippery slope we're on here? You're about to be on Justin's camp as like the evil Empire dark side, just horrible takes over here.
It's a different energy though.
That's true. That's for sure. Justin's is a lot more platonic. We'll put it that way.
Yes. I have nothing else to say.
Yes, that's the same vibe I'm getting from Maggie. I wasn't gonna say it, but like, you put it on the table. What are you gonna do? But back to this PG show where they would never do anything as controversial as all that business. So she's like sleeping on the gonk droid, which she's cool with it. Happy to be there on the most uncomfortable droid you can possibly sleep on. Like if you were to pick a droid, like let me cuddle up with a droid, that would be the very last one. It's a square. How do you get comfortable on that?
I'm sure there's a worse droid than that.
Like a murder droid, maybe?
Yeah.
Like a torture droid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kamino, they're setting something up. They're trying to do something here. They've got like they're scheming in the background. What were they talking about at the end? They're where they they only got to have one, right? You know, I can't remember specifically what they were saying. I'll be more prepared for the next one, but when we record our Tuesday show, but I can't remember that conversation.
I think they're trying to. They said they only need one, but they don't think they can get them to come back. And I think they're trying to make you think on the surface that it's the Bad Batch, but if it was, they could just use Crosshair.
This is true.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about too. Is she was like, we only need one, but they have one. Is Omega the only one they need, and she has something going on? I'm not really sure. And that's sort of what I was thinking too, Fast Bobby. If what if Wrecker does have some problem with his chip, but they're able to figure it out, and then they can maybe help out some other clones along the way, because we all know we love the clones, and we would hate to see every single one of them just be like a horrible Imperial sympathizer, right? That's kind of the vibe I was getting to. They want Omega back as the new model. I'm not sure what the new model for what. I get the feeling that maybe they're setting her up to be like combination of all of these Bad Batch guys. We know she's a really good shot because the first time she ever picked up a blaster, she nailed Crosshair's gun. She was tracking like Hunter did today. I think she's clever. I don't know if she's quite like Tech or quite like Wrecker, but I don't know. What do you think?
Next. I feel like each episode has been like showing little things, right?
She's getting a little more, yeah.
I think that there's another piece of evidence for her being force sensitive from today's episode, though.
Oh, calming down the lizardy beast thing.
Yeah. It could be okay. It just depends on why and how.
I'm still not sold on that, but I also don't have a better explanation for what happened with, other than like maybe she was like offering it a trade. She tossed the, like if your dog has something you don't want it to eat and you throw a treat and it goes and gets that and you can just take the thing you really wanted in the first place. Did she just do that move?
Yeah.
I'm not there. And then there is a whole other possibility that she might be an angel, which I thought Padme was the only angel in Star Wars, but she could just be an angel. And
see, I was thinking
Are you misremembering that quote?
Are you an angel?
They're a real thing.
I thought it was like I thought he was saying like, yeah, they say they see him out in wild space or the Outer Rim or whatever, but it was like how shippers would see mermaids, but it was like a silly, they didn't really see it thing. Maybe they are a real thing. I don't know. Well, what does Wikipedia say? That's what I bet you're looking at right now, isn't it?
So I thought that her taming the beast could have been a Tech style smarts, since she saw that he just wanted to chew on something, and then she looks at her thing and she's like, oh, because it didn't seem like a hostile creature really. It just seemed like the Ordo
just wanted the energy stuff, right?
Wanted energy.
Which when it did eat the flashlight, that was a dope animation. I gotta say,
really cool.
That was pretty cool. What do we got? The diathem,
also known as the Angels, as a result of spacers mistaking them for such beings, and it even has that quote, or the second part of the quote.
Huh?
So does that mean there are angels then? If they're misidentifying them as angels?
No, these are basically like manatee. That's an old school nautical joke for you kids.
Loch Ness monster.
Yeah, that is a good point. Maggie's smart. She's not just the face of the show. She's also a brain.
Yep. All this time we were meant to think that Justin was the smart one, and no.
I'm the beauty and the brains.
I don't know what that leaves for the rest of us.
She's overpowered. You're Mary Sue. You're Mary Sue. You have too many traits.
Two. That's too many for a woman.
Oh, Josh.
What? Tiernan, if you can't, this is a PG show, even if they murdered civilians in cold blood. So your comments can't go live in this R-rated state. It's just not happening. We're much. Oh my God. We're like Wu-Tang. We're for the kids. How could you do that? Oh my God.
You're not saying it.
I think we're more like Crosshair.
You think so? Oh man, I don't want to be Crosshair. I don't even want to be that guy who wanted Crosshair's job. Mary Sue.
It's true. I do.
Man.
I just don't sleep.
It's true. Look it up. I don't want to Google that.
I don't know. That's no way. I'm not doing it. What? Child, I'm 22. God, Lord. I guess you're old enough to say whatever you want on the YouTubes, huh? Jeez.
Kids these days.
So that, I mean, like, we pretty much almost covered the whole A B storyline of the show, I guess, with the beast that stole their ship part, and then Omega rescued it with her quick thinking / potential gag force sensitivity. I'm not buying it, but I do like the idea that was her, like, using her quick thinking.
What about these fools?
These guys are fools, aren't they? And that one on the left there, I was using my mouse pointer as if like anyone can see it, which you can't. But that guy on the left there, he was is he the one that died, or is it the one
In the middle?
Yeah.
second from the right?
Hard to say.
I think
Can't
it's the
tell.
one on the far end.
All white guys look the same to me, so I can't tell. Yeah, one of them got gunned down by Crosshair because they did the unthinkable and wouldn't kill like farmers and women and children and stuff. So
They really look like the exact same character copy pasted. Are we sure they weren't clones?
maybe they're twins.
Oh.
Maybe they're a dyad in the Force. That's probably.
It's possible.
I mean, anything's possible. They look fake. They probably are fake. They were. I mean, it's a cartoon, so in a way, they're all fake, I guess.
Still real to me, damn it.
No killing innocents. Yeah, that's a hard line for the Empire. It comes up a lot. If you will not murder innocent people, you're out.
It's not for you.
They're not having it. That's one of their key
Which
directives.
says a lot about Justin.
Yeah, you guys. I've been saying it. I don't want to beat a dead horse. I don't want to beat a dead. What
We've
are the
got an
things
imp
that
among us?
an imp? That's what they call Imperials in the books. Do they ever say that like in the shows at all, or is that
Didn't
just
they call
a
them-
literature thing?
Didn't they call them that in Mando at some point? That
Yeah, I
character we
think-
don't talk about.
Oh yeah, the jump trooper. She might have said that. I think she did probably the one time when she was talking about her tattoos.
Oh, hey, just to this is actually a useful backtrack. That was the person that wrote the article about the potential time jump to get us to Rey. Is that they were like, well, it would provide the one good thing is it would provide a reasonable way to write off a certain character.
Yeah, now she's just gone. It's 20 years later. Rebels might have said it. Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
that.
I think they did. That sounds familiar. There you go. Bo-Katan.
Crosshair, what am I doing? You think so? You think he was questioning it? He definitely felt
yeah.
sad. I felt like he was missing his buddies at that
Yeah,
point because he
he
was back
was.
in the barracks and he was looking at their missions and he's like, who are these new turds that I'm hanging out with now? I want to hang out with my other turds that I didn't even like either, I guess. But
I
I
think
liked him a little
Crosshair
more.
was never easy to like. He seems like he just has a very prickly personality.
Those were his subordinates. You could never choke out your superior in the Empire. You can only choke out your subordinates and then promote their subordinates.
Or in Robot Chicken, you just have that guy.
Bo-Katan calls them imps. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, it's fine. We're clear
Just
on it.
mute
Everyone
Kyle.
says
Moving
imps, but me. I'm the worst. Good soldiers. Oh, okay. We got to keep our eyes on this one too.
Uh-oh.
Apparently, we got another Imperial among us. Watch out. Never a good thing, because
That
they
sucks.
murder children and farmers.
So this Imperial third or second from the left, thinking is Zara. And it makes sense in the timeline because it becomes a Imperial while the Galactic Empire is starting, and then she's also a Tarkin like a protege. So it's possible that that's her. They're both
That could be.
people in the right timeline with dark hair, but it might not be. But it's mostly the proximity to Tarkin, and then also kind of being involved in a special project that Tarkin is also involved in.
And it would be really interesting if they connected the comics that are currently running with the cartoons that are currently running.
2 episodes
def-
after they were like, "Hey, remember Kanan's origin?"
Screw that one, but this one's totally legit. Yeah.
We'll give you one comic, but we'll not give you 2.
Cough.
No, Iden is a
No,
baby.
Maggie's gonna get mad if you bring that up. Oh man.
Ours, you heard all about it this morning.
That's a crazy kink that I never even considered, but it's possible. You never really know.
I want Tarkin
thick thighs could be into almost anything.
Tarkin does. I mean, have you seen shirtless Tarkin?
Indeed, I have, Maggie. That's not something you can forget. It's burned into my retinas. Okay, as long as it was in jest, it
was in jest.
We'll allow it. Okay, as long as you're just trying to get on Maggie's nerves, then it's fine.
No,
otherwise,
we had a great conversation.
She knows. Yeah, she knows her stuff. Oh wow, yes, and you don't just swap out generic Asian people.
No, you can't do that.
Oh jeez. But does anybody remember that guy's name over there? Rampart. Oh,
he's one of those new Black series that came out like a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Okay. Well, is he from another property?
No,
it was so stressful too, because that was like one of the characters that like we weren't supposed to talk about, like character names in our reviews. And then before our reviews could even go out, after seeing the screener, they're like, "Here's a toy of Admiral Rampart," and it's like, thank you.
And we were all like, "Who's that guy?"
Who?
Like, thanks so much.
Big fan of this. He's a big fan of the Star Spangled Banner, though.
Rampart. Yeah, Rampart. Great name. Love it. Killer Star Wars name. Rampart loves the Star Spangled Banner. I was trying to make a reference to that too, and I couldn't come up with anything.
He's definitely friends with John Walker.
Oof. What not a compliment for either one of them. He's, you know what?
He's gonna do something.
Bold, but I agree. I think she's onto something. This guy is gonna do something, and then he's probably gonna die for it.
Probably.
Yeah. So those are the hand-picked recruits who he makes a decent point. The only like decent point I've heard from the Empire in this whole like let's use our recruits versus clones debate is that a recruit, someone who willingly signs up, which we all know that's not exactly how the Empire does it, at least not exclusively, but somebody who willingly signs up to be a soldier is going to be more committed to the cause than a clone who is bred for it and forced into it, whether they want to do it or not. And I think there maybe is a little bit of an argument to that, but these people are the worst. The actual worst. And the one cool thing they did do with these people who are just absolutely terrible is the guy who on the drop ship who is already like, why is this clone in charge? Screw this clone. I'm going to be in charge. Don't listen to him, who we think is like the worst of the worst of the worst, turns out to actually be the one who's like, you know what? Let's not just kill these innocent people and maybe take them prisoner. See what the guys say. Maybe this was all a big misunderstanding, benefit of the doubt, and he got a blaster through the chest for it. Courtesy of Crosshair, who is not a nice guy at this point. Boom. No. Yeah, you said it. And he's got that very, now I can't remember from like Lethal Weapon. He's got that like, Riggs, I'm too old for this shit, man. Really, he seems so over it.
He's seen.
I don't know.
He's seen things.
He's seen a lot. He's done a lot. But we did, and this is something we talked about. It's not him. It's the chip. It's true. He can't help it. Omega, she's the one. She's gonna give him his redemption arc. She keeps telling him it's not his fault. But we talked about this the other day, and the clones did say we gotta get him. We don't leave one of our own behind. And I think at some point, or at least they're gonna try and go find him.
I'm not gonna lie, I might actually have some issues with Crosshair. I might get over them, but I need more. I need to see more of like him fighting like instinct before I like fully commit, because like today was rough.
Yeah, it was not good, not even a little. And then but even before Order 66, the whole like season 7 Bad Batch arc, and then the first little he's a turd. He's not like even before. Yeah, he wasn't a nice guy. He got introduced as like a man of few words who's like rough around the edges, but he can make the shot when you need him
and
to.
not in an
so like we
endearing
put
way.
up with him. Yeah.
It's
So
not
I
easier.
don't know.
Type of snipers, though, isn't it? I mean, that they're kind
Yeah.
of like callous.
That's true.
So, not Agent Callus, not Hot Callus.
Not
Not
hot
hot
callus.
callus.
Not he's could never grow the chops. But Fast Bobby, you heard it here first. He says he's getting the redemption arc.
Is that a scoop?
Scoop. You heard it. Scooper.
It would be
Fast
nice if
Bobby.
he redeemed himself. If he came to terms with things. Instead of
Yeah.
relying on a literal
I-
child to make that change for him.
It would bring the whole murder of innocence thing.
It still
Murdering
wouldn't sit right.
hostages. It would
but
maybe
I'd be
sand
like,
off the edge a little bit. I don't really know.
let's just say, if he redeems himself,
Fair.
he'll get a Christmas card, but he will not
Fair.
be invited over.
He's not coming to the party. I think that's fair.
I mean, of all Star Wars villains, I think he's got the most legitimate reason for doing the things that he does, though.
This is true. He 100% has legitimate reasons. He cannot help himself but be a dick.
I think what we'll see is not him fighting the chip so much as the Bad Batch does get to him. They do get the chip out or disable it or whatever, and then we see that like remorse and
What if they
shame
get the
and
chip
stuff
out?
for what he
What
did.
if they get the chip out and Crosshair's like, good soldiers follow orders?
And he's still like, yeah,
then
guys,
he
I gotta go do more murder. Like,
That's exactly what he said. You're gonna go do a murder.
yeah, don't you guys still like murder? No, just me. Yeah, he doesn't sound like a nice guy. That's for sure.
No, exactly, Arzu. If he does get redeemed, he has to live with that guilt.
Oh man,
And I want to see it.
But that's the Star Wars way. Bad guys who get better get to die right away. Well, not really. Not Callus. He was a bad guy who flipped, and now he's living with the Lasat.
Hot Callus got to
Just
be happy.
a little white boy in a sea of purple fur.
And he's living it up.
That's true. I mean, that's what I was getting at. He was the worst. He was not. He was already starting like not from a good place. Not the best. But that's it. Yeah. So there was the one guy in the little crew that they sent to wipe out Saw Gerrera's people who tried to do the right well, I mean, the barely right thing. The right thing is like these are people just living on a planet. They can just keep living here, but he was at least going to take them in as prisoners and not just kill them, but he in turn got murdered for it, and then Crosshair and his new crew of not Bad Batch, but like just crappy people murdered the rest of him. Saw, of course, got away. Spoiler alert, he's in every other thing that comes after this, so Saw is still alive, but a whole bunch of his people and refugees and stuff got wiped out, and then they come back and sit in the barracks, and Crosshair feels bad about himself, and that's about it for this episode, isn't it? We didn't miss too much, did we?
I think we literally went the whole thing over. Oh, Josh has a rebuttal.
This is a little reductive, Fast Bobby. But
Yes,
he was...
in simple words. Yes.
Yeah, there was the whole thing where Wrecker bumped his head, and yeah, Josh, what's going on here with Omega and the...
I didn't think we talked about what it actually ended up leading to. I mean, we mentioned it, but we didn't like...
And he gave her
Go ahead.
Lula.
He did. I was impressed by that.
I'm sure he'll still steal her back next episode. He'll be like, give me Lula back. I need to...
What did it lead to? She had her own space. That was her first room she ever had,
She's
right?
like a real part of the crew now.
Oh, yeah. She's in the crew.
So, I have two little things to say about Rampart that it wasn't a good time to bring him back. So, Rampart, this guy.
Yes.
First time we saw him was right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that.
And this project to have elite clones in command of human or clones, in command of elite human soldiers, was called Project War Mantle, which is one of the projects that we hear Jin Urso say as they're scrolling through the computer in Rogue
Oh,
One.
Rogue
nice.
One.
Nice. That's a good little connection.
Did you already know that, Maggie?
I did.
Oh, boo. I was trying to be like, oh, Maggie likes Rogue One. Here we go.
And I only remember this because I was reading up on Rogue One stuff yesterday, ironically.
And tweeting about it today in people who knew they were gonna bite the big one on screen.
And that tweet is just constant notifications because people keep retweeting it with like their other ones, and I'm like,
I did it twice. It's all good.
it's good.
You'll be fine.
You know what I was thinking, and I
What?
did not post it, but Kanan's moments and Rebels.
Yeah, I didn't do a couple because they were TV, and I thought that might be cheating.
I know
But,
somebody
yeah,
did
that's
do
a good
TV
one.
on mine. They did Orphan Black, and I was like, I'm going
There's
to do
a-
Kanan.
There's a crazy one in Sons of Anarchy too, but it's
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
not PG. Yeah. Anybody else have anything on the Bad Batch from today? Omega is in the
Omega.
she's in the crew. She's in the crew. She's part of it. That was she sort of twisted Hunter's arm with that one earlier in the episode when he was trying to leave her behind.
She needs armor.
She does.
This
She
time,
needs a
next
suit.
episode, armor.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. What would her helmet look like? They all have very unique helmets. What do you think? I think she needs some kind of paint job in the back to match her spiky. Looks like she's running hairdo.
Could be.
I don't know.
Maybe this next episode will be the thing that defines what her helmet will be. Or what,
She'll get her signet.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I like it.
Bloodhorn. Yeah.
Does anybody else have thoughts before we blow this thing and get out of here? Is there anything else we want to cover?
Do we think
liked-
we're going to see Saw Gerrera more?
Yes.
Man, I hope so. I wouldn't mind if he popped in and out and the clones checked in with him every now and then because he is such a cool character.
Do we think we're going to see Rex because of Saw Gerrera? Like,
If you mention Captain Rex in episode 2 and Captain Rex never shows up,
we
I
know
mean,
he is from the trailer.
So then, oh, you mean will we ever see him with Saw?
Well, I mean, just like in general. Like, I
Yeah,
feel like Saw's storyline with like he's clearly on the run. Rex is clearly on the run. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like that would be like the perfect intersection of these people on the run.
Yeah, and they already know each other, so that would make sense. I could see that. I just want more Captain Rex
I'm ready
at
for
all
Fennec.
times.
I'm ready for Rex. I would pay good money to see young Boba, because like we know he's
young
out there,
Boba.
and that would
He's
be.
such a turd. Annoying
be-
young Boba.
I will not stand for Boba slander. I used to stand for it, but now I do not stand for it. I'm wearing a Boba shirt.
Oh, crusty old Boba shirt with his gaffy stick. He is
Okay.
slick with that thing, though, I will say.
He is, but I feel like it'd be really cool if we could see like a young Boba cameo as we approach Book of Boba Fett, especially
I'm
with
here
Fennec in it. Especially
I'm
with
here for
Fennec.
more Fennec Shand, that's for sure.
I know.
Yes,
Love
yes,
her.
yes,
Love her
yes.
so much.
I'm on board with everything that you guys just said. My only thing is I feel like we don't see Rex and Sog together because Rex ends up going off and like being alone with other clones.
Mhm.
I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
that's true.
there's a lot of things that could happen in the middle, but I feel like if he went down that path where he was like he joins the partisans, I feel like he doesn't stop and go away. I feel like
Yeah.
the way that they presented that was like those clones got away and hid. It
Yeah,
didn't,
yeah.
didn't seem
Yeah.
like they had like done a bunch of stuff and then hid, but it could be wrong. So
Yeah.
I've been
what-
wrong a lot. So
What if they-
You've
what if they
been
run
pretty good
into-
on this show so far. I'm here for quirky Kenobi
What
content.
if they
at
run
any time.
into Kenobi on Tatooine? What if they go to
Kenobi!
animated Tatooine and we see Kenobi?
Oh, that's what Star Wars TV needs is a couple more trips to Tatooine.
I was
in
just
my
gonna say I don't
opinion.
think it's a Star Wars TV show if you don't go to
in
Tatooine.
my opinion.
It's true. What if Rex is on
Love.
Tatooine?
He would. I mean, he did post up in that other planet with all the sand for a while, hunting big
He's like,
earthworms.
I
You know,
saw a
that-
funny. Oh, go ahead.
You go ahead.
I was gonna say I saw a funny joke post about like what if Rex did go and like find Obi-Wan on Tatooine and was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And all these people like find Obi-Wan on Tatooine, but like Darth Vader never found it, and it was because Obi-Wan hid in the one place he knew Anakin would never go back to, where there's
The middle of the sand, yeah. He's surrounded by his one weakness. I'm dying to know that too. Like immediately after they buried all those clones and she dropped her sabers and they left, what happened to Ahsoka and Rex? What did those guys do? Yeah, I would kill for that story.
And obviously, like it happened really fast because how soon did he get to Selamakai? Because he was there the day before, and it's only been like a couple of days since
Yeah. He got there quick.
Order 66.
It has to have been like the first place he went.
He was like, "Hey, y'all, how you doing? This is happening. You guys need to get out of here."
Yeah, it was.
Which
yeah,
says so much about that brief encounter he had with them.
And I think in, and I know some of this got changed, but in the end of the Ahsoka novel, I think it does say that she and Rex parted ways right then and there. Like,
Yeah, but like so much of that novel's been changed
it
already.
did change, but I think it still stands to reason that they like once they finished that, I think they just went their ways. I don't think Ahsoka went to see Cut with him. That's for sure.
No. She
You
could
guys-
have. She could have stayed on the ship.
It's coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere. It's irritating. It's the worst. I actually don't like sand either. I
But you
kind
know
of see
what?
his point, but I don't use it as like a
Padme's not
talking
only an
point
angel.
on a balcony. What
She's
else
also
is she?
soft.
Ugh, she's the opposite of sand. Do we get a Darth Maul appearance? If where there's a will, there's a way. I'd love to see it if we can make it happen. But
I want to
mean,
see
he
everybody.
did-
I mean, this is Clone Wars season 8.
And you know what? There's people on the internet who want to be like Clone Wars season 8. Those people are idiots. Like it literally is. It has the same logo. It has the same animation. It opened with the same opening. It is. It's a continuation of the story. Whatever. It's like a specific part. And Order 66 happened. I know the Clone Wars specifically are over, but it's still the same show. It's still the same thing. Same story.
Same thing. Ooh, I did have another thing to add. The music.
Add it. You hate it, don't you?
No, it was incredible. They absolutely killed it yet again. Like I'm
Yeah.
constantly in awe of how they're like switching up the music on this show. It feels so different from Clone Wars and so much better.
I'm going to steal Josh's bit, and the Bad Batch score is up on Spotify now, too. At least some of it. So you can check that out if you are a Spotify user.
I have a little bit of behind the scenes information for you guys.
Oh yeah. You
Yeah.
a scooper now?
Those are some of my favorite scenes.
No. This is behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. This is about a past. This is like an unknown fact about a past thing.
Someone
So-
knows it.
Do you know? Do you know why in the Ewoks movies?
Oh, God, these things. I thought we were done. Can we bury the Ewoks movies and never talk about them again?
In the Ewoks movies, we were all kind of like, "Huh, why is there a desert on the forest moon of Endor?"
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's because they made a Star Wars TV thing, and they were like, "How do we put Tatooine in this thing?"
Gotta have sand. I give that a 4 out of 10, Josh. I don't like
Boo!
it.
At least a 6.
No, I
Would've
know. I need
Would've been
less
better if I said it
Tatooine.
right away.
I need less Tatooine. Rebel called out. Where's the Rebels season 3 and 4 soundtrack? No one knows.
Oh my
Mystery.
God, Tiernan, please go listen to our 2 episodes of the podcast.
Ewoks movies?
And
I
also
refuse to discuss at length. I will not do it. I'm done. I will
go
never
listen to
discuss
the
these movies.
podcast. We
Yeah,
discussed
check it
like,
out. They're
don't-
terrible.
Don't re-victimize us, please.
Blech. Ugh, God, I just got nauseated because I thought about these movies. Ugh. Woof. Don't even do it. Ugh.
What is it?
Where is it? A monster or something? Where is it? Oh God, I
It's the
hate.
hunter cough.
You know what? I'll tell you right now. The best thing that happened in the what's a trilogy minus 1? What's 2 movies
A duology.
in the duology of Ewoks movies is when in the first 5 minutes of the second one, Mace dies. That's like it's like,
Spoiler.
oh good, he died, thankfully. Oh, thankfully it was great. But then
Hey,
it
Kyle,
was
it's
everything else. Was
it's like a ladder but sideways.
oh. These and other brilliant things that were written into the Ewoks movies. It's like it's just like going up a ladder but sideways. What?
Well, thank you.
What?
Genius.
That's not how you go up a ladder. Oh, yeah.
So
What?
it's like exactly
we're not.
like nothing
no,
like a
no,
ladder.
stop. We're not talking about these movies. We're done.
It's kind of like that Super Mario Castle.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Well, it actually
Mario
is a
World.
little bit,
Yeah.
but where you can bang on the thing and go to the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. That's
Okay.
the wrong music.
I know. I don't. I can't. It's a me, Mario. That's Nintendo 64 though.
Yeah, I would agree.
for sure, for shizzle, and
I
it'll
would
still be
definitely
terrible,
agree.
but it'll at least numb you a little bit. So
We
you
should
definitely
probably-
don't want to raw dog the movie. It's not good.
Ooh,
It's bad.
phrasing.
It's a bad.
Phrasing,
sorry,
sir.
It's bad. It's a bad
Didn't
movie.
have a good mouthfeel.
It's terrible. Did it not? Oh man, that's the Ewoks movies were not my favorite. They were not my favorite. Josh loved them. I hated them. They got mixed reviews. I don't know.
I don't know if I would say I loved
The
them.
best part was that they ended.
What? Come for come for the cocktail recipes. We also offer those on the. Last week it was ponchos. This week it's drink recommend. Yeah, this week it's drink recommendations. Thank you. Someone gets me at least. What do we think's gonna
I had
happen
no
next?
problem with it. I just needed to call it out anyway. Because anytime I say
You're just-
anything PG-13 or R-rated, Kyle's like, "Whoa!" clutching his pearls.
Just say raw Ewok from now on. That's the Star Wars version.
Oh god, that sounds like a something you would get at like a terrible restaurant. Yeah, the raw Ewok. I'll have some salmon and raw Ewok, please. Gross.
I did hear someone say that they were going to raw dog the air, but because they can go outside
Yeah.
without their mask on now.
Totally mask free, raw dog and some air. Yeah, just out there, faces flying all over the place, uncovered. It's like a new world.
I will
What do
still
we?
be wearing my mask. Thank you very much.
What do
Hey,
we
everyone
think?
that takes their mask off, almost everyone that takes their mask off in Star Wars dies. So
This is true. Like,
Besides
I've learned
Mandalorians.
from the best.
That's true.
Din
It
Djarin
doesn't
said
have a
leave
good
his-
track record.
I mean, look, Din Djarin only took his helmet off when he got his head whopped. Bad things happened to him in the second season. When he took his helmet off, he lost the child.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean-
be like Din and leave your helmet on.
yeah, Mandalorians have a natural immunity to the helmet off sickness. So, Bo-Katan. No, Bo-Katan lost Darksaber. I mean, there's
Yeah.
Yeah, there's bad news. Bad news bears.
Satine lost her life and she never wore a helmet.
Oof. She should have had one on apparently, or some chest armor or something. I don't know if it would have helped. Graduating in 2 weeks. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
What do you guys think's gonna happen next week on episode 4 of the Bad Batch? Yeah, I flashed that for a second. It's a little risque, but it's true. She's not wrong. Actually, no. I think going to college and graduating might be the best form of protection you can get.
This is true.
Dropping out of high school, that on the other hand, we're glad you didn't do that. Anyway, what's gonna happen next week on the Bad Batch though?
Omega's going to drop out of high school.
She did that. She is a like middle school dropout. Omega. She went off with the carnies.
Literally.
Yeah, she
I don't
ran
know,
off
I
with the
feel like-
carnival in 6th grade.
I feel like she's the child prodigy who goes to college when they're like 12.
Oh, is that she's doing like a
got the
fancy
Doogie
Stark
Howser?
internship?
Is she like a Doogie Howser?
Yeah.
Nope, that's Mario. What? Is that Doogie Howser?
Remember the guy who said he was stealing my gimmick by talking about music and then doesn't know any of the themes he's referencing?
Yeah.
Lauren, yes.
No, she didn't. She should
Yeet.
have. She should wear a muzzle. We ran away. Yeah, I never ran away that good. I ran away like to the end of the street and got scared and went home. But yeah, she definitely ran away. But she was also like escaping potential,
Death.
yeah,
Dismember.
harm, imprisonment, dismemberment.
Having a chip put in her head.
Do you think she has a chip? She knows a lot about him. I guess she would know if she did. She
I don't
didn't
think
try
so.
to kill any
She's
clones.
not an Imperial project. I think that was specifically for
Okay, that's fair.
the clones.
And since she was like
For
for research
the army.
purposes or something,
Yeah, I think she's their own little project. I don't think
she's R&D.
Yeah. She's an unaltered clone.
So do you think
They
she's
raised
the
as their daughter?
kind of? She's like a lab assistant, a lab scrubber.
Medical assistant. Stop minimizing her role.
I mean, fine, I guess. But now she's part of the Bad Batch. Is she the target of the Kaminoans? Is that like our general consensus?
So here's the thing though. Why they helped her escape.
Yeah.
And now like an episode later, they're like, oh, we need to bring her back.
Well,
Yes, Josh.
It's Boba.
Oh, they do need Django's, and he would technically have the purest Django DNA because he wasn't messed with. He was a pure clone that would age. So like there's more room there
he's
to
unaltered.
play with. Yeah, he's unaltered. He's more of an original specimen than a clone.
That's something. I was wondering, like, maybe did Nala Se let Omega go because she like cares about her, and wanted her to escape, but then is it Namasu Sama whatever the other one, the prime
Got that
minister?
Django juice.
Mama Musa.
Yeah. Mama Se, Mama Sama, the other Kaminoan, I thought maybe he was like, well, she escaped, we just got to go get her, and maybe Nala Se is just like, yeah, we got to go get her, but she's gonna like, I don't know, sabotage it from within or something, because she wants Omega to be able to get away. I'm not sure. Maybe she's not that like sympathetic. I don't really know, but that's sort of what I was thinking. Like she did that on her own to let her escape, but that was like against protocol.
They need that Django juice.
So they need something, that's for sure. So is that that's going to be pretty easy for them to find each other if Bad Batch is looking for Crosshair and they send Crosshair to look for Omega, then everybody should have a pretty easy time.
Yep. Agreed.
Rihanna, I'll take Rihanna anytime, any way we can get her involved in any project.
What if they hire another assassin?
Rihanna?
No.
Rihanna could. Why could she not be an assassin?
I mean, she could be, but what if they hire?
She's a mogul. She's a quadruple threat. She can do anything.
What if? Okay. What if they hire Finnick to go track them down?
It could be like Attack of the Clones, where Count Dooku hired Django, who hired a shapeshifter, who sent a droid, who sent some bugs. Like it's gonna be a long.
Because we know from the trailer she's trying to get to Hunter and Omega. Omega.
Agreed. I like this. I think this Rihanna idea has legs to it.
I'm
It
here
might be
for it.
Rihanna.
Okay, Rihanna. Okay.
It might be Rihanna. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's Finnick.
It's one of the two. One of the two.
Yeah.
But probably Rihanna, if I had to guess.
I mean, Rihanna was in the trailer. Fennec wasn't, so.
I'm.
I feel like this is gaslighting now.
My comment might have been a little gaslighting.
Like, yeah, Rihanna was totally in the trailer.
And she had a poncho on. You don't remember?
No,
Oh,
she
right.
had, Ella.
She was with Jar Jar,
Ella.
right?
Ella.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The
Jim and I- One
Oh,
brain cell.
God. Wow. If Rihanna is ever in an episode of The Bad Batch, then we will instantly become the most popular Star Wars podcast in the game. Because, like, guys, we told you way back in May that this was coming. We scooped it so early, thanks to one person in our comments making a shitty like troll comment to us. But it could worse things could happen, right? They've had way worse people on than the angel among us, Rihanna.
Those angels bring it full circle. I feel like
Maybe that's what she could be. That would make more sense.
She is an angel.
Specially designed ponchos.
She is an angel in a poncho.
Star Wars do love ponchos.
Maybe she could be a jump trooper in Mandalorian season 3.
There you go.
There's
Tiernan, get on bad Photoshop of Rihanna in a poncho, please.
Excuse me.
Sorry. This can't be true. This can't be true. Love on the Brain? Disturbia? What?
Love on the Brain is the first name?
Oh, that's a great song. Yeah.
That's your first one? That's the first one you say?
Yeah, that's like probably my favorite Rihanna song. Umbrella? Is that just because Tom Holland danced to it?
Umbrella.
I don't even know what picture to pick because they're all so beautiful.
The one where she's rolling a blunt on her bodyguard's bald head at a concert.
That.
Oh, well, it's the best one.
Okay, hold on.
That's true. We'd be nothing without you. Thank you. We should probably put you on the payroll. That's a joke. There's no payroll. This costs us money.
You can't tell who she is from
I know.
though.
I know. Say psych. This is a joke. This has to be a joke. Like I have
They're still not familiar.
alerts on her Instagram account. Like
It's quality content.
Oh man. Wait. Oh yeah, we're talking about Rihanna, all right. We are talking about that Rihanna. Is there another Rihanna? How dare someone else try to be Rihanna?
Jones.
What? Rihanna Smith at the DMV? What? You change that name. You go by your middle name at that point. Bitch better have my. What? It's true. Like it's crazy. He's not familiar. I don't blame you, but
I do.
I'm gonna judge
you're missing out. It's your loss.
Disturbia
Rihanna.
is such a good song.
It doesn't even make any sense, but it's still good.
Where did that save to?
You're just gonna have like a random picture of her just pop up somewhere.
This is now a Rihanna podcast. We're gonna have to do a hard pivot. Apparently, not enough people know about.
Instead of umbrella, let's just make it Orbella.
Or Bella.
Under my orb, Ella.
Jealous. I would love to go to that concert. Yeah, they had a song.
I've seen
They
it.
had a song together too. Like at the grocery store.
Yeah, I was at that concert, Lauren Romo.
Yeah, you guys were probably like one section away from each other.
We might have been.
Tiernan's throwing something together. Man, my mind is blown. My mind is blown. That's like there's these kids on YouTube who are like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to this band called Queen for the first time ever and tell you if I like it. Apparently they used to be famous. And I'm like, what?
Oh!
You've never heard of Queen? You've never heard of Queen?
They're still famous.
Whoa, you were not in the same section. Look at the baller.
I was also on the floor.
Josh was actually backstage. He was
I know Rihanna. We went to school.
He was
together.
the opening act.
I'm fascinated by this. You guys could have been right next to each other.
It happens.
Man. You should go follow Rihanna on Instagram, everybody who's not already. It's just she's incredible.
Did you find a picture yet, Josh?
She hasn't even put out any music in like 100 years. How hard can it be? She's a celebrity.
He's trying to find the perfect image.
Yeah, the one I wanted.
They're all perfect.
That's true.
This episode has gone
in a lot of
the rails.
directions. Yeah. And we didn't even talk about like toys or anything. I know.
We should have followed the paths.
This girl always trying to bring it back.
Should have ridden the storm.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wow. No, you know what? No one likes a braggart. Hova and JT?
I was at that concert too.
Wow. You guys are star-crossed. Look at that. JT, he's also like a quintuple threat. That man can do anything. Justin Timberlake.
All right. You ready?
Oh, apparently Maggie got a.
Okay.
Man.
Okay, Josh, I am sending you a picture on Twitter
leave
right
it
now. I'm going to send you a
Only
picture
the
on Twitter
80s.
right now that needs to be seen.
Only the 80s. Yeah, she was not putting out music in the 80s. She was probably like in elementary school
We didn't say
not
familiar
even-
with her song, like know all of her songs. We just said like know who she is, like heard of her.
Okay,
She's
Josh,
definitely
you should have a
she's
picture
definitely
right
a personality.
that needs to be seen by the masses.
I'm waiting with bated breath, frankly.
You sent. Where did you send it to me?
On
Oh.
Twitter, because I figured that was the easiest way for you to.
Couldn't pick her out of a
Oh,
group of
good.
2? That's harsh. That is harsh.
Do you have it, Josh?
Yes. I don't know if I want to post this.
It probably is insane. You guys have probably been in the same room like 100 times and didn't even know it.
Well, we went to like schools that played each other in sports at the same time. So, I mean, we were pretty close to each other.
Oh, this is actually awesome. I would love to see Huey Lewis. Were the news there though, or was it just Huey Lewis? Did he ever do a solo tour? I hope he brought the news. Is it risque, Josh? Now I'm like even more
Very
curious.
risque.
It is not
So
risque.
risque. Play along,
Man.
Maggie. God.
Nervous. Are we gonna get kicked off? Are we gonna get
Yeah,
kicked
we're
off the
totally
live
gonna
stream?
We're totally gonna get kicked off the live stream. Get flagged. Our whole YouTube account's gonna get torn down.
You saw a cheap trick? Huh. I was gonna. What's the opposite of a trick? A treat?
Trick or treat.
Expensive treat? Is that what your cheap trick cover band would be? Always had the news. Always with the news. Oh, that's kind of sad. Sundance? Whoa, look at you. Big cool kid in the house.
She's very fan. There it is.
Oh my god. This
Under
is
my umbrella, Ella.
just
Ella,
impeccable photoshopping. Is that what your degree is in? Graphic design?
It's her passion.
Phenomenal.
Graphic design is her passion.
Art is life. Good for you.
Okay, back to this one.
That's like that's the least risque photo of Rihanna I've ever seen in my life, actually. Oh, excuses. Oh, man, I unless we're just gonna keep posting pictures of Rihanna all night, which I am here for. I don't even
I
have
feel like we
anything
probably
else to
should
add.
wrap it up.
Oh my gosh. We did 20 minutes on the Bad Batch during our Bad Batch recap show and
And an
a half an
hour.
hour on I don't know, other stuff. But that's okay. I think it was all quality content.
Hey, we were
For-
interacting
for the
with
fans.
people.
Yeah. And, unless
blow it?
you can do whatever you want in your free time, but I now want to find out who else Rebel Art Empire doesn't know about. Like what other what other mainstream. We'll try again next week. Come back and we'll have another like extremely famous current pop
Have you heard of
artist that
Beyonce?
You can be unaware.
Yeah. Be careful how you answer because the
Oh,
Bayhive will
man.
find you.
Oh, jeez. If you, I mean, anything's possible. Anything's possible. But she's just a household name, Beyonce, right? Queen Bee.
The Beehive.
I think Rihanna's.
Yeah.
I think Rihanna's superior to Beyonce, though. That's my hot take. He does. He does know Beyonce. That's good. I'm happy to hear it.
What do you mean? That nice was there way before we. Oh,
No,
okay,
that was a yes. Okay, those are two different, similar responses. But yeah, T Swift. What do you know who Taylor Swift is? You ever heard of Barack Obama? Do you know who Taylor Swift is? Give me a break. Yes, Rihanna superior to Beyonce.
is.
You heard it here first. I don't care. She might not She might not get the numbers, but I think she's better.
I think she might have more number one hits than Beyonce, though.
Whoa. She's even beating her on metrics. Why does she not get the street cred then? It was touch and go for a minute. We didn't know, but it came out okay. He's heard of Beyonce, so it's not the worst case scenario. And I'm going to throw Taylor Swift in there too. I'm assuming he's heard of Taylor Swift.
Hear my hot take?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Rihanna better than Taylor Swift too.
Whoa! I put him on not maybe as a total product, probably yes. But I think T Swift's music is a little better for me usually, or she has a broader catalog of good music. I would say
you can go from pop to country to folk to rock.
Why would you want to go to that second one though? That's what I don't understand.
You wouldn't. You guys are in a fight now. Wow, that's crazy.
Sometimes you want to talk about screaming and fighting and kissing in the rain.
True.
It's 4 a.m. and I'm screaming your name. You know.
It's true.
Our song was a slamming screen door.
Maggie's angsty. Taylor Swift is full of angst. It's like right up your alley. I get it.
Yeah.
She's America's sweetheart.
Sometimes you just, teardrops on my guitar.
That's true. Disturbia doesn't really mean anything. It's a catchy tune, but it's not even really a word.
Says the white guy, rude.
Me being white doesn't make Disturbia not a word. It's just not a word. It's
a Woman of Color's song. Rude.
Did you just say Helen Keller?
Woman of Color.
I thought you said Helen Keller, and I was
if Helen Keller could write music, I would be impressed. Okay.
This conversation is going way off.
Wow. I've very rarely talked about Helen Keller in my the Noah Glazer, the poncho game. Still out of the poncho collecting game. Not yet. No ponchos for you. All right. Well,
I meant to wear my poncho tonight and I forgot.
Oh, we were supposed to, weren't we?
I'm gonna have to get a poncho.
Week. I'll wear mine next week.
We're gonna poncho cosplay at Celebration in 6 weeks or whatever that is.
I think it's 54 years, and I was like,
in 54 years we'll be wearing ponchos. In 54 years, that'll just be
the fashion.
Everyone will only wear ponchos all the time. It'll be like a onesie with a poncho over it. Will be just everyone's everyday outfit.
Astounding, truly.
Graduation gown. It's a formal poncho. I agree.
It's a formal poncho.
The graduation is like a very fancy poncho, high end. It's a tuxedo of ponchos, if you will, black tie poncho. Are we ready to blow this thing? Go home.
Yeah.
We don't even use that voiceover on this show, but unless anybody has any pressing poncho news, we should probably cut this.
I guess we can go.
We can cut and run.
Oh God! When you're president, ponchos all around. They'll be built into your benefits package. That's good news.
Did we even mention what the name of the episode was? Replacements.
Potentially, it's the replacements. That's those scrubs who came in to be replacements.
One more thing before we blow it and get out of here. Rihanna has 14 number one singles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you know who has more than that? The Beatles and
Michael
Mariah
Jackson.
Carey.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
No, Michael only has 13.
She's number 3 all time?
Yeah, and one of those 3 is
huge.
The Beatles. So
yeah, I mean
it's a different era. A lot of the music,
you heard it here first. Josh says the Beatles suck. I think it's bold, but
not what I said. A little bit
I was
more
reading between the
competition in
lines.
the modern era. A little bit more competition in the modern era.
That's fair. They didn't have the DH. There was all kinds of things going on there. Yeah. No shot clock. All right, we've talked about too many different things today.
This is our new variety hour. Oh,
Rihanna fan stream. It's true.
Kiernan, I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to
suck
our ways here.
Ooh, I don't know about suck.
Me and my yellow submarine need to go over to Sergeant Pepper's. So
I do think they're a little overrated, though. I'll give you that. I like the stats. Give them some tangible metrics for the people. And
Me
Beyonce,
too.
not
Don't make it bad.
not even in the conversation.
Take a sad song and make it better.
Make it better. Not
Eleanor
a fan, not a
Rigby's-
hater. That's where I am. They're okay. They've got some bangers. That's for sure. Some classics, but
Eleanor Rigby's
I don't-
darning her socks.
Eleanor Rigby is a good one. And for a long, long time in my youth, I thought Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds was Lucy in the Sky is Flying. That's what I thought they were saying, but that's not what they were saying. Feel free to listen to it and sing those words, though, because it is fun. That's what you would do in the sky. Why would you have diamonds up there? You'd be flying.
Lucy in the sky is flying. Okay.
See? Yeah. It makes way more sense.
Yellow
I
Submarine
don't-
was like my favorite song as a kid. I have a notebook folder that was like Beatles themed and everything. I
You've
loved
always
it.
been eccentric.
I've always been.
That is a weird song.
Really huge. We
Oh.
all live in a yellow submarine. A yellow
This is
submarine,
phenomenal.
submarine.
Can't find the butter, man. I
Yep.
love it. Huge Eddie Vedder fan over here.
She also thought
Oh.
Tom Sawyer by Rush was Monday Warrior, not Modern Day Warrior.
Monday Warrior. I like it. Rihanna can't put her in the same conversation. She's number 3. The Beatles are number 1. She's number 3. She's right in the conversation, Fast Bobby. I have to disagree. Oh, jeez. That was my confusion. Yeah, you were much confusion. Much confusion. Okay. What is even happening here?
Why are we
Mon-
talking about we are the
Monday
champions now?
I don't know. What happened? We could be the champions.
That's not the same band.
No, she's confused. Bless her heart.
These dang Gen Z kids.
The youngsters, get off my lawn with your not even knowing old bands
Get off
from
Bill
the
Gates'
70s.
I am deeply offended by this.
What's even happening right now?
We're now a music podcast.
Yeah,
Justin's gonna be like, I'm away for 1 week, and you guys just
and
talk
we
about
start
Rihanna
talking
for
about
an
things
hour.
from when he was a teenager. Justin was a roadie for the Beatles, actually. Not to show his age, but
Wait, are you serious?
oh! No, Maggie. Justin was not in his 20s or 30s in the 60s. Maggie,
just
that's
wanted to
not
make you
true.
laugh. I
He
just
was
wanted to-
I
not.
don't think he was born yet. Was he?
No,
Well, yeah, I was gonna say he's not that old.
he's really not that old. Oh, it is funny to say is though. The fact that you both questioned it, oh my god. Yeah, and one time he fell off and broke his stone underwear. It was terrible. Had to chisel a whole new pair.
Oh my god, I'm
Right.
crying.
Don't tell us what
Yeah,
we need
we'll
to do,
we'll leave
Lauren.
when every single one of you has already stopped watching. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is just phenomenal content for the people. This is really gonna listen well on the audio only version.
Oh no.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
just trim all of this out and like jump ahead to when we say goodbye.
yeah. Justin didn't even have to memorize his social security number. Actually, it's just 12. It's very simple.
Hey man, don't put that out there. People are gonna steal his identity now.
Oh, my bad. It's not 12. Sorry, bad cover, but leave on the
All
lowest.
right.
This is what we've been this is what we've been digging down to the whole time, is the lowest possible note.
I'm feeling very old tonight. Oh.
Bobby, but you're still fast, man. It's all right. All right, we have been Outer Rim Beacon. This is Orb Force 99, doing our review of episode 3 of the Bad Batch. I think that's what it was.
A
I'm not
little
really
bit.
sure anymore.
For a small part of the
Uh,
time.
You can follow us on social media at Outer Rim Beacon everywhere. We except on Instagram for right now. It's Outer Rim Beacon _ because Instagram's stupid.
That is
but we're
so
gonna
Bush
fix that
League.
eventually. And you can also email us at outerrimbeacon@gmail.com. And you have any ideas for the show, stuff you want us to talk about?
You want to talk about Rihanna?
Yeah.
Especially if it's Rihanna. I'm about to set up a spin-off podcast right now, actually.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm
all Rihanna all the time. You can follow me on Twitter too. I'm Kyle. I'm at KB_legend on Twitter and Instagram. And I'm never changing my screen name on Instagram apparently because it takes 3 weeks and it makes you do crazy things. So just always KB Legend.
Yep.
And I'm Maggie, who you can follow on Twitter at Maggie of the Town, where I apparently thirst over questionable villains.
Constantly.
Catch me currently just losing my mind over Zemo. So, that's the thing.
And I am Josh, since Kyle skipped me. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Battle of Tanab.
You gave the Outer Rim Beacon Twitter. I thought that was you. You don't get to give 2 Twitters.
You're the one that treats that like it's your personal Twitter, not me. You're like, my favorite characters. I was like, wait a minute, you're speaking for everybody here.
I know. I got so offended. I was like, that is not mine.
I made it mine because it was Thrawn, but
oh, look at that. See, Arthur is encouraging me.
Yes, for the Zemo. Send the grad pics in the formal poncho. We're gonna see the formal poncho pics.
Yeah, we need to see it.
See you next week, Fast Bobby. Tune in, same bat time, same bat channel, same Minoc time. I should have done that the first time. Oh well, I'll try it later.
Screwed it up.
I know.
All right, everybody. I think we are well overdue. We need to get out of here. We'll catch you guys next week. Oh, and I'm supposed to hit the thing.
Yeah, Josh. Now Maggie's doing a picture when it's a video.
Unidentified vessel. Please submit your clearance codes.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
This is Justin.
The Force will be with you. This is Josh.
This is Kyle.